ating balat ay mahalagang bahagi ng ating katawan dahil ito ang unang nakikita sa atin at ito rin ang pinakamalaking organ ng ating katawan. Kaya naman mahalagang ingatan natin ito at alagaan. Pero paano kung kahit anong alaga ang gawin natin ay natutuyot pa rin ang ating balat, lalong-lalo na po ngayon na panahon na po ng amihan at alam naman natin na medyo dry yung hangin at medyo malamig pa ito. Kaya usapang dry skin po tayo ngayong umaga sa Hello Doc. Kasama ang ating bisitang dermatologist, si Doc RJ Agbon. Nagbabalik. Hello Doc and welcome back.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you po.
Yes.
Good morning mga kada.
Si Doc naman as talaga namang saksakan ng kinis ng balat.
Thank you po. It's my job.
Okay. Doc, kailan ba natin masasabi na talagang, well, obvious naman kapag tuyot ang ating balat, kapag medyo ginaganon-ganon mo yan.
May white streaks, yeah.
May white streaks. Do we necessarily take this as too dry
Okay, so
already?
yung dry skin po, we call that in medical term as cirrhosis. Not the liver cirrhosis, cirrhosis with an X.
Oh.
X-E-R-O-S-I-S.
Okay.
Ito po kapag kulang or nababawasan po yung moisture and natural oil sa skin, kaya nagkakaroon ng parang dry skin. Dull yung itsura niya, flaky, minsan nagsusugat, at kapag skin rash nyo nga po, parang may white streaks po siya.
Oo, pag nakakita ka na ng white streaks, it's
dry
really
skin.
time to do something
Yes,
about
correct.
it, hindi ba? Kaya, this time of year, Doc, tama ba yung assumption ko na mas nagiging tuyot nga
Tuyot yung balat.
ang ating balat dahil sa panahon ng amihan?
Yes, so that's a good observation kasi kahit wala po tayong winter in the Philippines, nag-shift po the weather.
Oo.
So na-affect rin po yung humidity in the environment, nakaka-affect po yun sa moisture sa balat. So kapag low humidity, even if you are in a room na malakas yung aircon, malamig, naglo-lose po ng moisture yung skin, so natutuyo. Same din po in the environment kapag mababa po yung humidity, especially nitong mga later months of the year, natutuyo rin po the skin.
Oo nga, napapansin ko nga yun. Minsan makikita ka parang may mga butlig-butlig.
Yeah.
Lalo na dun sa certain, ako, Doc, dito, in this area.
Around the eyes, yeah.
Sa eyelid, you can see it, or sometimes here, sa side ng katawan, it becomes itchy and then you see like small bumps.
Yes.
That's a sign of dryness,
Well,
right?
sign of dryness also the itch, the flakiness, the dullness. Minsan pag nasi-scratch, syempre may redness, mahapde, or pwedeng magdugo or ma-infect kapag na-scratch.
Yes.
So there are certain areas in the body na mas vulnerable to dryness, especially yung mga maninipis na areas of the skin, katulad nga po ng around the eyes, around the mouth. So mas prone po to dryness, especially if merong triggers, which is iba-iba per patient.
Oo. You mentioned air-conditioned rooms. Nakaka-dry pala yun.
So, nakaka-dry po yung sobrang lamig, including in air-conditioned rooms. So, like sa offices po natin, sa clinics, pwede po maka-aggravate or maka-worsen po ng dryness sa balat. That's why we advise having humidifiers po kapag naka-aircon room. Pag walang humidifier, yung life hack is having a bowl of water inside the room to at least increase the humidity po sa
And
room.
what is the temperature of that water? Kahit ano?
Kahit ano, yeah.
Basta may ano lang.
Yeah, basta merong...
Magkaroon lang ng humidity
Yes,
yung
correct.
ano. Kasi
Opo.
nakaka-dry
Nakaka-dry kapag
ng
sobrang...
air talaga yung aircon.
Correct.
Ano?
Opo.
Okay, so ano ang mga pinakamabisang treatments para sa dry skin, Doc?
Number one, of course, is to replace the moisture. So, we usually advise mild cleansers also para hindi po ma-strip off yung moisture from the skin. And then, you apply the moisturizing cream or moisturizing lotion na usually plain po right after shower. Habang medyo basa-basa pa the skin, you apply it on the body or on the face also para matrap po yung moisture. Ang goal po natin is hindi po mawala yung moisture from the skin.
But do we towel dry first?
Yes, pwedeng pat dry,
Okay.
not rub. Pat dry and then you apply the moisturizer. Usually, mga moisturizers po natin, merong hyaluronic acid. Ito yung mga ingredients po na pwedeng hanapin ng mga
Hyaluronic acid is good
for hydrating.
For moisturizing.
Yes,
How about we keep hearing about peptides.
Okay, so...
Ano ba yung mga peptide na yan?
Peptides, they are small fragments of proteins po. Iba-iba po yung peptides eh. Depende sa depende po sa goal for the skin. So may peptides na more on for moisturizing, but the moisturizing ingredients would be sila ceramides. I'm sure you've heard of ceramides also. Urea, glycerin, even shea butter, pwede po yun.
Those are good.
Those are good hydrating and moisturizing ingredients.
I know that once upon a time, they would tell us, pagkatapos mo mag-shower, you put oil. Does that work, Doc?
Si oil, it works as an occlusive. Ibig sabihin, i-cover niya yung balat para yung moisture sa skin hindi maka-escape. Yes, hindi makatakas. So basically, the whole day, you're moisturized. Kaso, yun nga, it also affects the feeling of the patient. Ayaw po natin na masyadong malagkit and oily. So better po yung other ingredients na
lotion na lang.
Lotion na lang na may ceramides probably.
Minsan kasi, Doc, hindi natin alam na ang mga ginagamit pala nating produkto ay nakaka-contribute sa pagtutuyot ng ating balat. So, are there, just like you mentioned, mga ingredients that are good for moisturizing like ceramide, hyaluronic acid, shea butter,
glycerin.
Glycerin. Ano naman yung mga ingredients na dapat ina-avoid natin kung tuyot na nga yung balat natin to begin with?
So we usually advise patients po na bawasan po yung mga harsh soaps and harsh cleansers with
yung mga germicidal?
Germicidal, correct, bactericidal, and may mga kojic acids. These are good soaps in general in terms of cleansing the skin, helping with pigmentation. But if lagi po siyang ginagamit twice or more than twice a day tapos lagi ka pa naka-aircon, it strips off the moisture more from the skin. So we usually advise po mild cleansers, mild soaps. Usually baby soaps can work. We can't mention brands, but may mga baby soaps are more formulated na milder po sila. And may mga products rin po na pinapahid sa skin like retinoids, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid. Of course, pwede rin po yung makakos ng extra dryness on the skin. So kailangan po i-layer siya with moisturizers.
So so they can still use kahit amihan season.
Yes.
Winter season.
Winter season in the Philippines.
Pero kailangan follow it up with
a
moisturizer.
Yes.
Okay. Kasi, Doc, alam ko na dry skin is more susceptible to skin disease.
Technically, yes. Kasi kapag dry po yung balat, technically hindi na po 100% the barrier of the skin. So mas madali pong pumasok yung mga bacteria, fungi, prone to infections. There are also medical conditions that present as dry skin, katulad po ng atopic dermatitis or skin asthma, even psoriasis. Meron rin pong mga medical conditions that predispose us to dry skin like hypothyroidism, even diabetes. So, yun po yung one of the symptoms also of those conditions.
Okay. So, kailan natin i-advise ang ating mga kada to already seek a professional doc kapag may dry skin sila?
Okay, so kapag sa tingin nyo po ay nagamit nyo na lahat ng possible lotions that are available at hindi pa rin po nalulunasan yung pagka-dry po ng balat, you've tried everything that you can find, dry pa rin the skin, especially if sobrang kate na nakaka-istorbo na po sa everyday life nyo or sa tulog, if mahapdi na po yung balat, sobrang mapula or inflamed, nagsusugat at mukhang may infection, that's the time or that's the best time that you seek professional consult from a board-certified dermatologist.
Okay. O, Doc, sabihin mo na lamang kung fake or fact itong mga pinaniniwalaan natin dito, ha? First off, fake or fact, ang paggamit daw po ng sunscreen ay tuwing maaraw lang.
Okay, so that's fake. So kahit hindi po maaraw, even cloudy or even rainy days, may mga pumapasok pa rin na UV radiation, so kailangan pa rin po mag-sunscreen.
So the sun also contributes to dryness, hindi ba?
Well, yes, the heat and the radiation itself can cause or can aggravate po the dryness of the skin. So,
how about kung gabi?
Kung gabi, hindi naman na po kailangan mag-sunscreen.
Kasi they say even house lights or studio lights.
Yes, some studies would report na may konting effect from bright lights especially. So kung sunscreen po yung hahanapin, better po the tinted sunscreens for visible light.
Okay. Next, fake or fact, expensive skincare products are more effective.
That's fake also. So hindi po ibig sabihin na expensive po yung product, ay siya lang po yung effective. May mga affordable naman po na products in the market that can be purchased. So it really depends on the active ingredients and the formulation. So kagaya nga po nung nabanggit ko, pwede po maghanap ng mga active ingredients katulad ng hyaluronic acid, ceramide, glycerin, urea, ganun. Hindi siya about the price tag.
It's not about the price tag, but also they should be concerned din dun sa percentage na nilalagay nila dun sa active ingredient. Baka naman may hyaluronic acid nga pero less than 1%, di ba, Doc?
Yes.
Ano ba yung parang percentage na
For hyaluronic acid, pwede po
effective?
yun. Pwedeng above 1%, but it depends on the type of hyaluronic acid eh. So marami pong types of hyaluronic acid, smaller molecules, bigger molecules. I think aside from the formulation and the active ingredients, kailangan rin po natin matutong magbasa ng ingredient list. So kailangan po maging label readers and make sure na FDA approved po yung mga products.
Pinaka-importante. Fake or fact, Doc, hot water opens pores and is good for dry skin.
So that's also fake. So hindi po nag-open and close yung pores even with hot water because wala po siyang muscle eh. So nagmumukha lang po siyang bukas because of the hot water pero hindi po siya nag-open and close. Yung size po ng pores, yun na po siya talaga. It's mainly genetic. Although nagmumukha po siyang malaki because...
So, tatapon ko na lahat ng mga skincare products
Hindi naman po.
that promise.
Oo. We can improve the appearance of the pores if we cleanse properly and we use products that removes clogging ng pores. Kaya mas magmumukha silang mas manipis and mas pino.
Ayun.
Yeah. Hot water can actually contribute to dry skin kasi nasasama yung moisture from the skin. So, no to hot showers or hot baths.
Naku, kung kailan pa naman malamig.
Kung kailan man, pwedeng lukewarm but not hot.
Oo. Totoo rin po bang nakakakalbo yung hot water, Doc?
Hindi rin po totoo yun. Of course, if it's scalding hot na sobrang nagbo-boil the water, syempre makakalbo po tayo. But hot water does not lead
Contribute to hair fall.
Yeah. So it's mainly genetic also.
Pagkakalbo.
Yes.
Or maybe like a hormonal thing.
Yeah. So we call that androgenetic alopecia, especially in the guys, napapanot po. But other types of hair loss can also happen like with stress or other autoimmune problems.
Okay. Doc, last na lang, we also come across a lot of mga scrubbing products, yung mga exfoliators. Is this bad for this particular season? Dahil nga dry? Does it contribute to moisture loss?
We don't advise over exfoliation because the skin exfoliates itself naman. But then, kapag may clogging of the pores, pag may dumi, we can exfoliate siguro once or twice a week. But if you think that you have dry skin, syempre ayaw po natin na ma-over-exfoliate. Although, may mga ingredients na exfoliants that are formulated na mild po. Like for example, in cleansers, may gentle exfoliants. So it really depends on what the patient uses na products, kung ano yung pipiliin na product and formulation.
Ano bang mas okay? Yung talagang matitindi yung mga beads or yung maliit lang?
Okay. So, yung sa beads po, number one, we don't advise na the products na may beads because magaspang po siya sa skin.
So, lalo... And also, it contributes to plastic
correct.
in the water
Yes.
na nakakain ng mga isdang kinakain natin.
Yes, good point po yun kasi yung mga beads from previous formulations, I think na-recall na yung mga products na yun, hindi po sila
Hindi
nagba-biodegrade.
biodegradable.
Yes. So, it causes environmental harm also.
Correct. So as a result, napupunta po siya sa mga oceans natin, nakakain ng mga isda na kinakain natin. So parang kinakain natin
Babalik
yung mga...
siya sa'yo. Yes.
Ew. So mas okay po, Doc, yung wala na lang
Yes,
beads.
mild foaming cleansers can still help po.
And also avoid yung, sabi nyo nga po, yung may mga matitinding scents.
Yes. So, in terms of the preservatives and the fragrances, hindi naman po ako against those totally unless meron po kayong reaction talaga to products na merong preservatives and fragrances.
Ang alam ko, ang recent concern ng mga tao tungkol sa fragrances is that it's a hormone disruptor. Totoo po ba yun?
In terms of, it depends. It's a yes and no answer. So may mga fragrances that affect the hormones, but studies are still being conducted to confirm. Pero for now, wala naman po.
For now, puro siya anecdotal.
Yes, correct.
And
Oo.
social media fair.
Correct. Opo. Hindi pa
Doc,
siya
I
proven.
might as well take this opportunity since nandito ka na. Alam naman natin na napakadami nating mga kada na nalubog sa baha with bagyong Tino, especially sa Cebu, sa Palawan. Ano po ba ang pinakamagandang advice na maibibigay natin sa mga kada nating na nalubog talaga sa baha about their skin and how to take care of it?
Of course, number one, it's best to make sure that you have access to drinkable water in general for their general health.
Yes.
And then, of course, dahil matindi nga po yung baha, there's exposure to flood water, which can lead to exposure also to leptospirosis, which is a bacterial infection. So kung nalubog po sa baha or may exposure pa po or continued exposure sa baha, it's best to go to your barangay health center or to a doctor. Libre naman po yung post-exposure prophylaxis, may ibibigay po na antibiotic para po maiwasan yung leptospirosis. Dahil sa paglusong sa baha, pwede rin po magkaroon ng mga sugat na pwedeng ma-infect po ng bacteria and fungi. So it's better to also take care of your wounds, and if meron pong simptomas ng infection, katulad ng pamamaga, pamumula, or meron discharge, it would be best to seek professional consult.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Doc RJ.
Thank you rin
And
po.
for any other skin concerns, please give them your contact para maidulog nila sa inyo.
Okay, so you can find me po on social media at RadiantDermPH. You can follow me on my Facebook page also. It's flashed on the screen, RJ Agbon MTD-PDS.
Thank you
so
very much.
much. Thank you
As
po.
always, Doc.
Thank you
At
po.
mga kada, ang pagkakaroon po ng dry skin ay kondisyon pwedeng maiwasan sa pamamagitan ng tama at maayos na pag-aalaga ng ating balat. Hindi po kailangan ng mga mamahaling skincare products. Sabi nga po ni Doc, to take care of our skin. Minsan, mas effective pa yung natural at organic ways of taking care of our skin.
Let's get together. Sunday 25.